And back. So, as out of the mist comes a group of 5 shade walkers, and then a group 2 metallic silver dragonborn and a Goliath. Before you guys give each other the mean look and about to maybe strike conflict, you see rows of candles igniting. Then a massive bonfire lighting at the end, to where you see the druid, Nicholas.
I don't know if they can hear us, but the audio cut out.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
As behind you guys, or out in the distance, up on top of a hill, way off, you start to see the silhouette of a city. You start putting 2 to 2 together. You guys are now seeing what could be the city of Winter. And as Nicholas is ushering you further and further through trees, you guys come into a clearing with thatch houses, a longhouse in the center, and small thatch huts surrounding a little village of its own, with a bonfire and a massive table. As Nicholas kind of goes to the middle of the table, as you each sit down, you guys, he goes, you look tired, hungry, cold. Bonfire will warm you, and you can feast and be merry. And he throws his hands forward, and out come about 7 holly berries that when they land on the table, a feast is created. All your favorite dishes from your homelands in front of you, scattered throughout this table in a cornucopia of meat, vegetables, fruit, a couple pastries, all your favorites. And as he, even looking at this long table and seeing all this food that you all recognize from your homeland, some you do not. Each one you see a wooden tankard. And as you pick it up, it's light, but as you hold it close and smell, a liquid forms of your favorite drink, but warm, to warm your bones. As Nicholas goes, be merry, feast. I know you guys don't know each other, but we need your help.
I'm not married.
Ugh. This is a little unstill and a bit of a daze, I see.
I don't even know how I got here. I know I drank and there was birds and and then now I'm here and I smell food and drink. Probably shouldn't drink no more right now though.
She's a little bit of a lightweight.
A little lightweight.
So that
Yes.
I didn't know that she woke up.
Oh, apparently I didn't either.
Well, the cat dragged me out of the bag like I was, I don't know, a cat?
You want me to do it again?
No.
So, with everything aside from us seeing that our feral attack caller is woken up, With all due respect, who are you?
I didn't even know there was other people.
Yes, you're not seeing double. There's two.
Why are there other people at the? Who are these people?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, darling.
I
That is a good question, young one.
I was promised ale.
didn't.
And he distracted me all along for this fun.
Your fault. You said ale.
Well, this I hear him, but not.
Cool. I pick up all the ale I see in sight and drink it.
I
Okay.
just,
As soon as you finish it, before you have a chance to set it down, it refills.
Oh, that's odd. I do it and
I'm going to look to Zeor since he's more than likely beside me and go, great, we have two more greens.
she finds meat at the
I
table.
don't think the one's a
and
cream.
sniffs
I think the other one's just a drum.
it. It smells like meat, but is it meat?
Maybe we should sit and wait for it, darling.
That
Maybe
one
she should-
sip lightly.
Maybe she shouldn't sip at all.
Listen, at least I don't drink my drinks with my tongue.
I don't drink with my tongue. Call me a common house cat again, and I'll show you the cat.
Oh,
Oy.
Zeal. I always knew you were quick to the point. And you spoke your mind like a true Leone.
What else am I going to do?
He said point because he got claws.
And Havela, always the little trickster, even when you were a kid in your swamp village, right?
You want
So
another
more
scarf?
happened.
You want another scarf?
You two want to sit next to each other?
No.
Gladly trade
Shaped
seats.
up a little bit, you know.
There,
I can't.
there's a reason why they're between me and darling.
Hey, listen, I'm
Keep it that way.
happy. There were
Why am I next to the two weirdos?
I apologize. We're all a little rough around the edges.
That's a bit of an understatement if I ever heard one.
Unless you didn't deal with constant blizzards where we're from.
That's intriguing.
Blizzard.
Nice to meet you too.
St. Nicholas, what is he talking about? There's not been snow down here in years.
Halfway. Can I please speak with the other people? Like I'm trying to.
Sorry. My apologies.
I'm not a saint. Don't treat me as such. It's Nicholas. That's
Sorry,
fine.
Nicholas.
So, like I've asked earlier, sorry to
No,
interrupt you.
no.
I'm trying to figure out who these two random people are that I've never met a day in my life.
Well, Noella, let me introduce you to Belmont of the mountain clan hired in the hills of Daggerford, and Avil in the foothills of that mountain also, still located next to Daggerford. They were traveling together on the same road when they met in a town that took them to Dale. Shocked enough how almost easily enough Nicholas is just looking at you, knows your name, knows how you are.
Bless you, Nicholas.
Excuse me. Thank you. And all of you guys, he knows everything there is to know about you. From your past, as soon as you came into this life, to the many times you've been taken out of this life. Or at least for you five.
I've got to interject here. You're saying places I've never heard before, and I've read many a map. They're all up here.
Well, you haven't hailed from Daggerford, but mostly everybody here has. Daggerford is on a different plane.
like a whooshy color and they popped out.
But Daggerford itself, yes, is controlled to a continent. And like the world, there are many other
But it's spiced.
regions and other landmasses. The Dale is one of them. Wildmount, Exandria is another one.
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm about to rip part of my cloak off and shove it in your mouth so I can actually hear the man speak for a minute.
Sure.
You are loud. Loud. I'm not angry. I'm trying to hear. I don't know of these places. I've never heard of these places.
I'm intrigued by something.
Hearing is not super great.
But where you
I'll
guys
dismantle you.
see, Dale and Daggerford are all in the same world, including Exandria, Wildmount, Teldore, but Barovia, where you five come from, is from another plane entirely. So, to all of you, this is your second, mostly the first time you guys have stepped foot out of your own material plane into what's called the plane of Shadowfell, which blur with the Feywild and the material plane.
So if you don't mind me asking, how do you know so much of us? So much about us, that is.
You won't say that again.
Hey.
Looks like the cat got your tongue.
I mean, technically his hands in his mouth, so.
Hey.
As he just looks more on you. Do I need to go deeper into your not so nice history?
There was someone in your
Noella,
body. Were you?
you weren't always a follower, a peddler. I know and see all, for that is the power of you.
What?
I understand.
What?
I'm sorry for the question.
Roll me a history check. Pork chop.
Am I using the advantage or not? Sure.
No, it's not against you. Yes. Advantage of history, you, religion.
22.
Okay. Because what he's about to say next will strike a chord.
Why?
Okay. What he will say next will strike a chord to both of you. I brought you here because of a calamity that has started. You may know it, you may have read about it. It is called the Wild Hunt.
You good?
Come again?
You heard me, Zior. You know this information. You know the beast that hunts.
The Wild Hunt is mythical. It's a legend. It doesn't exist. Nobody's seen it for thousands of years.
And neither has the four cities of paradise. Out in legend. Almost forgotten. When's the last time you've heard about it?
And books.
Exactly. Same thing with you reading the Pelor, the Dawnfather, the Morning Lord. His first place of residence is the four cities of paradise. You know this, Noella, but you read about them. They're that far that far forgotten throughout time. Now you're living it because you are in my plane of existence. You are in the four cities as he kind of gestures his hands, kind of like almost in a circle. Behind me, and you can see off in the distance, that's the city of winter. Points to the east, city of autumn. You can see the shapes of buildings. To the south, city of summer. To the west, city of spring. You are in the four cities of paradise, and I welcome you.
And this is why I despise portals.
At least this time you didn't end up in a coffin.
Listen, you guys have
What's happened in that house stays in that house. Just like what happened in the bar stays in the bar. She should have stayed.
That was
Do be nice.
I'm being nice.
I know you are. That's the bad part.
I brought you here because my numbers are dwindling.
you're getting old.
I'm not, but I'm busy at the moment. Me myself, because I must prepare to stop the wild hunt. But I need help. My people cannot.
You have faith that you can.
I've seen what you've done. I've seen what Abel and Belmont has done in the Dale and in Termine and the Lonely Wood. I've seen what they're capable of. I've seen what you've done in a certain house. And that I saw what happened to the Coven of Hags at the old bone grinder.
I sat and wasn't there for that.
You weren't, but your newfound comrades were.
That was fun.
Wasn't your best.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then you guys went to Valaki. We guys, correct me if I'm wrong, went to a church and met the person you were supposed to protect that you thought died.
Yeah.
Yep.
They only had listened to me. I gave them 5 minutes. Burned the place down. It was a great idea, and no one wanted to listen.
I would have agreed with you, but like she said,
Didn't know
there
there
were
was children
there
there
were
at the
children.
time.
We were up there and
Those children are innocents. So before you,
If we can't protect ourselves, why should I?
in 3 days' time, we're having a series of games where you guys get to know each other and become one. While I'll prepare for the ritual of Yule.
what? I keep hearing you'll be what?
Yule, spelled
No.
Y-U-L-E.
Oh.
Yule. We are the druids of Yule.
History roll?
Good.
There's what?
Both. At E4. I'm going to give you guidance on that.
What I mean on that one.
Gotta do it before we
Yes. Oh,
Was it
whatever it is.
before he rolls.
My bad. I just happened to think of it right as he was getting ready to do it.
17.
You know Yule.
Do I know anything about this?
So if you want to fill in there, just exclude those guys that or at least.
The story of Yule is that there are two beings. One that goes around giving good children gifts around this time of year. And then there's this ungodly beast who takes children that have not listened, and if I recall correctly, eats them.
So the beast would be our Hooven friend that jumped off of the top of where we were staying last night.
Possibly. I mean, I don't recall what the creature looks like. Nobody really does. Again, this goes back to
Like,
like
did he go like did he say like naughty naughty by chance?
Yes, actually.
I believe we have encountered a similar creature where we came from.
That does sound a lot like the creature that me and the half-wits.
It's very good possibility. I mean, like I said, this is not but more lore and books and scrolls, folk tales, what the skalds would say and sing about. But as we're seeing right now, it's being proven all wrong that it's just not a fairy tale.
But I mean, with all due respect, Georg, it is still very hard to believe.
What's that one thing they say about legends?
There's
Legends-
always a bit of truth in each legend.
One.
Okay, that was scary that both of you said the same thing.
I think that
Tyler
these two,
and Viking both had the same
You're here.
thought at the same time.
I think that these two are going to become very good friends.
For real. Alright. I'll stop.
Do I need to shove you back in the bag?
7X, please.
No. I'll behave for now.
So you know of us. You know what we do. Well,
We? Are you the one who brings the joy in, I guess you would say?
like I said, I'm very busy this time of year. I must prepare for the Yule ritual. Nice. And fight off the beast that takes naughty. All children are innocent in my eyes
You have to agree with
until they
that.
become men or women in their adulthood. Then their actions are their own. While they are adolescents and infants, they are under my protection. Along with the other deities that are around that they worship, I just help them out this time of year. So you can see I go through a lot of realms.
You guys seem like a yin and a yang going on here. Is there any relation to this person?
Or why he's acts the way that he
The
does.
beast?
Yes.
He collects naughty, which isn't naughty, and you treat for the nice. You guys are like
Two polar opposites, if you will.
two sides of a coin, a yin and a yang. Is it that to you?
I think everyone is innocent. It's just the world that corrupts us.
Everyone deserves a fighting chance.
And the innocents need to be fought for.
Everyone deserves to be protected. But they can't protect themselves.
Well, you've all read about me, especially you, Zeor Raventhrope. Yes, I know. You're not even from their realm of dagger. You're from a totally different sphere.
Look, all I remember is my childhood growing up with the blood hunters, learning the ways, learning how to use the sword, how to invoke our blood rights and curses and
Carl Morgan, huh?
Of what?
Carl Morgan.
I suppose you could call it that. That's what I know as home.
Ever since you were abandoned, adopted, Well, there, kind of. You went through their trials to become what you are now.
Not everybody makes it.
See, that almost sounds kind of familiar with me. Except my village was burned because people don't tend to like goblins. And
I wonder why.
hey, listen, I have my snappy attitude for a reason. If I was to be not so snappy and happy, I would be bringing people down with depression, woe is me stories, and I'd rather not be that type of person.
So you are not.
I think that laughter and funniness sometimes just brings the best out of you.
Explains a lot about me, doesn't it?
I can see why you're such a brash person. But not everybody is evil. Sometimes the weak do need help.
Mind you, you guys are at this table, and still, as you guys are eating all your favorite meals, and you guys have all, from your hometown, your favorite meals that you ever had, either traveling or stuff like that, you are consuming these meals because you haven't had them in a very long time, nor have you had a good feast in a very long time other than Strahd. With
I wasn't going to touch that food, and I didn't.
with these two traveling, trying to keep at least non-frozen food in trying to find something thawed and warm, I give that to you. And you can see like the snowfall that's falling is very light.
Is there just like snow on the ground?
There is some snow on the ground.
Oh no.
And
Oh
you have nothing to fear from me. I am not Strahd. I am not the Frost Maiden.
You would be a very different kind of frosted maiden.
I am a good kindled spirit. And I bring my heart out to you. Some people call it jolly spirits of Nick or of Nicholas. I bring that towards you. You do not have to fear food and drink, considering that your one barbarian friend here has already consumed what, about 5 ales? Belmont?
Made to date.
I'm gonna catch up to that guy, but I'm rolling for a stealth.
4.
I'm trying to sneak away from the table.
Okay.
Oh no.
18 plus 2?
Then everybody sees you literally get up the table and leave.
I jump off the table, but whenever I go. She's gonna like turn away.
Oh
the
no.
stealthing part is she's rolling a ball about half her size.
Oh no.
Those who want to can make perception rolls.
And winter wonderland.
Tyler, Royce,
All the foods we have.
Yeah.
give me perception.
Cheering
What you
all
roll?
the way.
What you get?
What you roll?
I know what you got. You tell me.
Dirty 20.
Makes 2 of us.
It's okay, I got dirty 20.
17.
I see
Tyler-
people on table.
Tyler, what'd you have?
17.
Dirty
Bryce?
20.
Who's what are you?
I don't care.
He's just like, oh, it's
It's
only
like whatever.
So, Havela, you have your choice.
Yeah, you just hear. La. And that's a
Frank.
19 plus 2 on strength.
Dex. Your stuff.
Sorry, dex. Okay. It's an 18 plus 2.
Excuse me.
Give me closer.
I think that
La.
clearly the goblin thing, the attack thing wants me. Yes.
Snowball.
Are you
As soon as you turn,
serious?
as soon as you turn, a snowball, and you just right, Havela, right when you throw it, as you
I
get
like
as,
this snow stuff.
as you move away from the table and you're starting to form a snowball,
There's
you
no
kind of
snowball
look.
in this time, is there?
You looked in the direction of the table and you see Nick as he's talking to the thing. You see his eye go right to you, and he winks. You can see very lightly that he's trying to hold back until you launch, and he goes, Noella, and you turn. And then you hear, ho, 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 ho,
How
ho.
How high is the snow, by the way?
Only a foot.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if it was high enough, she's just gonna dig herself.
Outside of the village,
What are you, Bugs Bunny?
outside of the village is probably about 3 to 4 feet of snow, but inside, you
I
can
should
tell
go
the
like this.
snow is less.
Dude, I can't be on the ground in the town then. I'm 3 feet tall, and the snow is 3 to 4 feet tall. I'm gonna get lost.
But in
All we're gonna say is
You can give him
But-
over here.
but you notice you guys are catching it too now you're looking around. You can see that inside of this village there's only a foot of snow. Outside there's a lot more. So in this clearing that should house more snow actually has less.
After I get hit with the snowball,
She runs off.
shocking surprise that I got hit with a
Hey,
snowball.
if they wouldn't have seen
Again.
it, she was gonna go for the cat. But you got a dirty 20 to match my dirty
That's-
20.
That's
I'm literally going to look back slowly at Zeor and be like,
What's it called?
oh,
It's cold, wasn't it?
if I wasn't such an nice person, I would ask you to do something stupid for me. But I'm not, because everybody deserves their fun and happiness.
18 plus 2.
What's your AC?
My AC is 14.
As you guys are talking about this, you just see, and as you're talking,
You just hear
I
it.
haven't had this much fun in a very long
It's
time.
only half me sticking out of the snow. That, by the way, when she gets up, I did another roll, so, I was gonna throw you in. She was trying to get everybody to actually, like, liven up a little bit.
Well, yes.
Before we go. She's just trying to, like, everybody's, like, right now.
Like I said, eat, drink, converse. Then we will play games. Time here. Time here is different. Time is relatively slower than the other spheres.
I will be getting you back for that, just so you know.
But here, we are in night and eternal for order. You've also probably read about the twilight that happens when there's only 4 hours in daylight. And
I couldn't do it.
and the 12 days of darkness?
Depends on where you
Just but eat, converse, get to know one another. Then we can play games to see and get you guys more in a, or as Havel is trying to put you in lighter spirits.
Jolly mood.
Doesn't get much lighter than that.
Shut up. He's got a white scratch. Listen to him. I wrote on him.
She's not on our level
You
yet.
can't grow anymore.
Ah!
Yeah, I know.
Ha
I'm the tallest in my tribe. I'm sad now.
So,
That was terrible.
roll on perception, Frank.
Perception?
Yeah. No, I'm rolling it.
You're rolling a perception for.
I'm trying to see if I notice anything particular with our friends from another realm.
You talking
One's
about
really, really
Eivor and Belmont?
Yeah.
What are you trying to confirm?
No, I don't know.
See, you like I know. Oh, Blood Hunter.
Oh,
Claire-
okay. You're trying to size them up.
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah, shut up.
survival.
Survival.
You know, I realized something.
Oh, that's out of the-
That one's the biggest now.
Dirty 20.
I'm the shortest still in party.
You can see
You said
almost like
Eivor
Eivor and Nicholas are kind of almost wearing the same, in a sense, the same materials, furs and vines, but no metal.
So like me, you being a druid. Nope. Nothing.
Correct. Almost the same thing with Belmont, except he looks more brute than anything.
More like primitive tribal looking.
Correct.
Like old
Yes.
old character was.
Yes.
Except for he's probably way less hair than I was.
Yes.
He is definition barbarian.
I'm also wearing a wolf hat. It's very important.
He's got a wolf head. I forgot.
Yes.
Let me know.
He would have really enjoyed my previous character.
I know. We're at 2 on the dot.
Okay, let me know.
So,
Oh,
Or
just-
30 seconds.
don't know what that's. He said the timer's going. Yeah. All right. Hey, when we come back, we're gonna pick up with that. Some more guy. This is the Vulcan Adventures with the D20 Misfit. It's on Power 92.